Hey y'all, happy Thursday. How's everybody doing today? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if I'm buffering or anything. Just let me know if you can hear me, please. And thank you guys for joining me. Hey, Miss Toby, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Unbought. Oh, thank you, Unbought. Hey, Miss B. Hey, Cosmic Girl. Hey, Miss Toby. Once again, Lillian or how you doing? Miss Toby, I was feeling you this morning, child. We gonna talk about it, okay? So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I hope you guys are keeping warm. I hope you guys can hear me. Thank you, Miss Toby. Hey, Ja Star, how you doing? So, child, it's been so much going on around here, right? And so, I had something to do this morning. I had an appointment, and so the whole time I was out, I'm on YouTube, listening to see what's going on and all of this and all of that. Some of the things going on right now, I'm not interested in it. Relationship stuff, I'm not interested in it, right? But I started hearing the conversation about Rod-nocchio over there, Rodneigh-Divo, ain't that what he calls it? Rodneigh-Divo. And so, and all the commissary he was doing over there, right? And so I said, well, let me go over here and check it out. Hey, Wanda Mathis, how you doing? And so first, I heard him, and what made me go check it out was I don't know where I heard this, but they said that he was wanting to have a Thunderdome type situation over there the other day. And that guy named Beasley was on the channel, as well as I think it was King Tussle, or Mr. Tussle, should I say, over there. I think they said that they were dragging Tracy or something like that. And then they said, then I heard him. They said he went said he was going to apologize to Tracy because him and Tracy was cool or something. Then turn around and went to Jay Wilson's panel and rescinded the apology or apologized or and then or rescinded then turned around and rescinded the apology to Beasley and I guess Mr. Tulsa. I don't know. It was a whole mess, and I was just listening. So anyway, that's what made me log on to the video today. There wasn't a lot going on. I seen him going down the stream, right? So I said, let me go over here and see what this fool is talking about. Now we all know that when it comes to Rod-nocchio, that he doesn't particularly care for black women. I don't think that he particularly cares for himself, right? And so I am not surprised anytime. Now he's came at me before, come at Chlorio Lover, come at several women. Like we know the drill when it comes to Rodney, right? Mr. Pinocchio. So we know this, right? But the thing that got me, I heard that they said that Sassy was trying to, and not only her, but some of the women over here were trying to pat him on the back and say stuff like, Rodney, you didn't mean that. And, excuse away his behavior, right? Treat him like he's slow, like he a child. Now, I find that very interesting. I've noticed that too. Sometimes some of these male identified women over here tend to coddle the very men that don't like them, right? And so she gets up on wherever it was I heard it from, explaining that I wasn't trying to coddle him. I was this, that, and the other. Now the whole time she's saying this, I'm thinking, yeah, you trying to you niggas explaining, right? Because you was doing exactly, what you said you was doing. But anyway, hey Cap, how you doing, love? Anyway, fast forward to today. Uh Rodney's over there. And where I came in at, he was on a panel, I think, with Uppity, right? Uppity was over there. And then or either that guy. Yeah, I remember that guy. Now I didn't know he was this Condor person. I ain't seen him around no more. But I remember him when they start saying he was Lord Karma or something like that, right? We know that he is very racist, right? He doesn't try to hide it. It was a bit controversial a while ago when he was calling black people nignogs, and it amazes me that how you get these racists from across the pond. How do racists from across the pond find their way over to the beef sector? I'm like, you got to be searching real hard for black folks if you all the way from across the pond and you find yourself in the beef sector. I was like, honey, what is really going on around here, right? Right, about candor is Lord Karma. Right, right. Yeah, I learned that today, right? So he's up there and Uppity is talking and they get into it or whatever. Hey bougie auntie, right? And then he goes tell her to go make me go fry me some chicken or cook me some chicken B. Okay, hey Brick Girl. Now we know that is very Brick Girl, are you from across the pond too? And if you are, could you tell me how you found the B sector? Now, I know that the World Wide Web is a small place to be, but why, these Anglos want to find themselves over here? It's amazing to me. I'm like, what in the world? But it's been several of them, right? Even when I was over there in what they call the ministry sector now, it was a female from across the pond. Yeah, he told you. Oh, yeah, he told Miss. He told you that Miss Toby, right? Because Miss Toby was up there, and I'm sitting up trying to remember who. Like I said, I'm going in and out. I'm in an appointment. Olivia, many foreigners are obsessed with American culture. Yes, true, they love it. He found the sector after watching Housewives. Oh, is that right? Is that how he found it? Oh, okay, right, okay. So anyway, uh, okay, so he found it via Housewives, right? But he is a good example of what I have talked about many times when I have talked about melanated people being hated by people all around the world, right? There is not a corner in this on this planet, number one, where you will not find a melanated person, and beside that melanated person is somebody that hates them, okay? Simply because of the melanin in their skin, right? So here's just a perfect example. So he told Miss Toby to go make me some chicken B or go fry me some chicken B or something like that. Whatever he said, right? We got the racial undertone, right? So Miss Toby, she calling them out on it. People in the chat calling them out on it. So Rodney, with his sissified self, wants to holler that I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I'm thinking, excuse me, it is your pound of house that you didn't hear it. Okay, it's just the fact that you don't like black women, because we know that you come from the Tommy Sotomayor sector. Okay, that says enough right there. So why these women over here want to coddle you, and act like it's not? It's self hate, right? When it comes to some of them, right? Let's just keep it above. It's beyond male identified, right? And so anyway, he wants to holler, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear what he said, but you right there. But you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it, right? So ODS hits the link. He hit the link once, then he hits the link again and said, I rolled it back. I found the timestamp, right? And he played it for him. Oh, he said that. Hey, Marvelous. I didn't know he said that. Well, Candor, you can't come up on my channel no more. Blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. Honey, you heard it in the first place. Okay? Now, I don't know why you over there trying to act brand new. It's just the fact that you didn't. Now, I know people have said that he was racist, but I ain't never heard him say that. Blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. When a lot of some of the very same people that was in your chat remember the Nignog controversy, right? They even went and found the meaning of what it was that he was saying. All right. And broke that down. Put the definition up. I think they happened in Ness's chat, if I'm not mistaken. Right. So he's got a history, right? So that happened, right? So I don't know why anybody, like I said, when it comes to Rod-nocchio, honey, he ain't no different than somebody like a Mr. Tulsa or any other of these LGBTQ men that don't particularly care for black women. Let's keep it a book, right? Not even a lot of the especially black LGBTQ men, but also a lot of the hetero LGBTQ men. We know that they don't. They have a disdain for black women as well. A lot of them, right? And so that's what I wanted to talk about today, right? But for Riley to be acting brand new and for people to be coddling him is beyond me. Okay, that is a grown man. He know exactly what he's saying. I don't care if he sound like Gomer Pal or not, a big duh or not. He know what be going on. Okay? Hey, Colette Lucas. Right. So any of y'all females that are over there coddling him, you are working against your own best interest. Okay? Really, it's kind of going to lead me into what I'm talking about today. But let me hit on Pizarro, right? So Pizarro hits the link, and she all, you heard what he said, and blah, blah, this, and blah, blah, that, or whatever, right? Then so she probably just hit the link anyway so she can have some content, because she then goes to her channel and fires up a video, and she's talking about what was said over there and whatnot, all this and all that. Yesterday she was talking about, black people falling behind New Mexico over there, right? Because they done brought up her doxing once again. But she failed. Well, why isn't that she don't bring up Rita? Because Rita did a deep dive dox slash expose on her, but she don't want to talk about that, right? Hey, Tisa. So she want to browbeat people into not paying attention to the fact that that's her in that picture. I don't care where the picture came from. If it's you, it's you, right? So she want to say, oh, and she want to make it seem like, oh, they're working with the racist and all of this. Oh, girl, no, you just got dogs. You send your feelings and you hysterical because got caught up again. And every time you get caught up with them coming out with your stuff, you feel a way about it. It's normal. We all done got docs before, okay? It's that you want to lure your people into thinking that ain't your ugly butt over there on that picture with them big duck lips and them Coke bottle eyeglasses you got and that hat covering up your nappy head because you always got something to say about somebody else. That's why you be hysterical. But what you're doing is you don't realize that you're really telling on yourself. Okay? That's what you're doing. So anyway, while they having that conversation about Rodney, let me take this off here. Hold on. There's a comment that popped up, right? So let me put this down. So Talent, we all know who Talent is. Pizarro has not been the same since she finally got doxxed about her skin. Well, even before that, Rita did a deep dox in her. A long time. Rita done it too. She did a deep dive. She went all into Facebook and all into families and all of this and all that. But she don't want to talk about that. Why? Because that does not fit her narrative. Okay? That's what she don't want to do. She don't want to talk about Rita. All right. So y'all don't remember when Rita did a deep docs on Pizarro? Don't nobody remember that? Okay. Anyway. So Talent, so she up there talking her crap about black people this and black people that, and you following Jason and you're doing this and that and the other, right? But now, but why you don't want to mention when you was over there letting that Amish chick Nina for years, okay, sit on your panel and disrespect black people in general, men and women, especially at first it started out with the women. It was really bad, right? Calling them maids, sitting on the plantation, blah blah this, blah blah. It went from that to the men, until she turned on y'all. Okay. I found the B certified Tasha K when she was covering R. Kelly and found Tracy Cakes. Is that right, Brie girl? Oh, cool. Right. So anyway, honey, the internet is small just like the world is. You know what I mean? So while they're up there talking about that her and uppity, okay, um, talent manager, she highlights this right here, and I find it very interesting, right? It says, the way some of these black bees work with Jason to take down other black women, I give Rod a pass, right? So I said, you know what? Let me screenshot this. Now, what number one piece of why would you highlight this in particular? Because it fits your narrative, huh? Queen Mo said, "Hey, Miss O, I remember Rita doxed her down, and she started taking pics off social media. It was right, right. She don't want to talk about that though. She want to concentrate. 2025. I have to keep it up with the sector, but drop. Oh, thank you, Tisa. Thank you for dropping by, baby. But she want to keep the the focus on New Mexico on her, make it want to seem like black folks as well as his talent manager, black women is working with this racist over there to take down other black people. Okay. See, the problem is, you are okay with the racist pizza, okay, like you was okay with Nina for all those years, as long as it fits your narrative, right? You loved when Nina popped up there because you know your numbers was gonna go up, it was gonna anger black people, and you was gonna get more clicks and views, right? So you didn't care, what she was saying. You don't care now. You don't even care about what New Mexico was saying. You just care about what he's saying about you. Okay, that is hypocritical. The same thing with Rodney. It's hypocritical. Now, when it comes to this talent manager, the reason why I wanted to highlight this is because, see, this ain't nothing but a manuscript. This is a manuscript type comment. Now, I remember a while ago, I think I was over there on YT Camera's channel when we was talking, and they was telling me that they remember telling me that they had been over there in the manosphere as well, over there in the black sector as well, right? And they was like, I'm not gonna tell you my name. I was like, well, tell me your name when you was over there. I might have even been on Sassy's channel, and it was Exposed TV, right? She was like, no, I ain't gonna tell you my name when I was over there. Why? Because you was over there kissing these dudes butt like talent. Is that why you wouldn't tell me your name when you was over there? Because you afraid I might know you? Do you see what I'm saying? Because see her, I know you got to pay attention. Excuse me, I got a cold. That when it comes to sassy and talent in particular, right? Because they're very vocal. They want to come on here. They want to make it seem like they're better than other black people, all this and all that. But I heard talent the other day when they was questioning Sassy about coddling what's his name Rod-nocchio. He was like, basically people worried about the wrong thing. You need to be worried about $47, which he is right. But what he don't want you to know is men like him, black men like this, they are in part responsible, okay, for other races of people, especially the Anglo in this case. Why he want to be worried about it now that he realized that it's going to affect him, okay? Because people like the manosphere, all the men in the manosphere for years demeaned women the way he did with this comment right here. Because he don't care nothing about, he just care about the black B part. He just wanted to get that out. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? So he don't care about none of the rest of it. He just want to find a way to say this right here. If I even Dr. Good and found one of the sisters' boyfriend, and that's why they all had to come out and try to throw everything. I remember that T79. Hey, the B Sector podcast. ACT if I didn't say that. Yeah, but she only want to keep the focus on New Mexico. He the only one that dogs her. And these black folks is around her follow behind him. Oh, okay, like you follow behind Nina. It's hypocritical. Okay? Just like when you was up there talking about Sexy Red disrespecting Dr. King in that photo, then you want to turn around and mock his "I Have a Dream" speech. Hypocritical. Just like when you sat up there for years and made people want to think that Amish chick was black in order for her to sit up there and disrespect black people on your panel, and you loved it for content until she got mad at you and disrespected you and your children, you and your family. So now you ain't cool with her no more, right? She ain't black no more. You can't even say that she ain't black because you sit up there and told her lie for so many years. Okay, but now I remember when Yaya and what's her name the Nika got into it with her. They start calling her Amish. You know what I mean? Hey, Star Bill. So make it make sense. But anyway, I put this comment up here to segue into what it is I really want to talk about, right? But those two, Rodney, I don't know why you mad at Rodney, Pizarro, because you just like him. Hey, Terry East. All right, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of jigaboos, okay? You and Rodney, a bunch of jigaboos, okay? So if you're gonna talk about somebody and be in your feelings about somebody doxing you and showing your picture because you know that that's you, okay? Why not talk about Rita? And somebody just mentioned five. See, he wasn't the only one. Okay, but you don't want to talk about that. You know why? Because it don't fit your narrative. Okay, child, chicken head health. I think she's panicking more this time because the people through got her through. Oh, really? I didn't know that. It's talent and talent man. Yes, there's the one and the same. Absolutely. And I think that talent was I'm pretty sure if he wasn't manosphere, he was over there agreeing with the rhetoric. Okay, so you have people like Pizarro and people like Talent. Do you see what I'm saying? People like that. You have them to them to, and I'm talking about black people, right? You have them to thank for um, people thinking that they can treat our community any kind of way, right? In this present day and age. Now they're gonna think it anyway, but when you got people, you got men like Talent and people like not just him, the whole manosphere, people like Umar Johnson, not only Umar Johnson, what's that other cat's name over there, Mr. African Culture, that's married to the Pillsbury Doe woman, Phil Scott over there, people like Mr. The one that made the Tariq Nasheed. Do you see what I'm saying? These are all jigaboos, right? Them the ones telling you not to Pizarro, telling you not to vote. You know, your vote don't count, all this and all that. You got people like Cynthia G as well. You know, all these people that I done battled with, okay? Because all you really doing at the end of the day is working against your own best interest. Okay? Working against your own best interest, right? This is very oh yeah, him too. Him too. Him too storylines. Absolutely. Absolutely. He ain't never been on my panel. He ain't never, ever, ever. See, let me tell you about ZX and me. ZX don't like me because my sister told me long time ago, I had a video about what was it? Something happened that was colliding with his sector. I can't think of that lady's name, but anyway, my sister used to be over there in the anti Nature Boy sector. They pretty much and what's his name was over there. ZX was over there. They pretty much destroyed their own little sector, right? But they supposed to be an anti Nature Boy trying to take down Nature Boy. They ended up taking down themselves, right? So my sister used to be over there in the clouds, and she told me to don't pay no attention to that man. You know, when I started talking about that talking to the girl, now I knew her. I can't think of her name, right? And the ZX started dropping down in my chat because I was talking about her because it intersected with them. She said, "Don't fool with that man. Don't let him on your panel. Don't say nothing. You know, to him. You know, blah blah this." But I said, "Okay, so no, honey, he ain't never been on my panel. All right, never." Mhm. Yeah, I told him no, OG Beauty. He ain't never been on my channel. Okay, never, and never will. See, that's why he don't like me. All right. Mm-hmm. Financial info. What I'm saying, yeah, people in the chats have been saying her info got leaked on the dark web because of a data breach. Oh wow, really? I didn't even know that. Well, shoot, even before that, I mean, it was out here. I mean, like I said, Rita did a deep dive on her, like way before whatever it is that y'all talking about right now. Child, child. But I think she knows she can't deny the receipts no more. That's the issue. The issue is the receipt. The issue is her face. Why you think she's so emotional about it? Okay? Sometimes scared. Yeah, she over there scared. Every time the subject come up, she be scared. And like you say, and I always got something to say about somebody else. The way somebody else look. The way somebody did. She pro-black when she want to be. Okay? See, they don't like when I say I'm B1, I'm black first, because they don't understand why I be coming at you jigaboos, just like I did when I was in the management sector. Because you pick and choose, okay? You pick and choose. You're not constant about your when it comes to what it is that you're saying when it comes to your own community. That we go to sleep, guys who love the yeah. Non-black man talks down on black women. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, and people like talent, right? People like, well, I was naming a few, right? I named Umar, I named it Phil, I named Tariq Nasheed, what is her name? Cynthia G, Persa Milan, it's a whole bunch of them. They all work against their own best interest, right? Okay, so now we got this going on in this country, right? And you got channels, whole sectors going against black women over there in the management sector, right? They have been going on for years. See, you treat people how to you teach people how to treat you, right? You teach people how to treat you, right? So they try to once in a while you got your talents and your sassies and all the people like that. They try to leak that stuff over here, right? So that's why when you see somebody like Black Ass Sassy over there, really trying to go to bat for Rodney till she can't go to bat no more, and nigga splaining and all of this and all of that, you know, and all up on and Talent's peeking his head out when he said when he can say something derogatory about a black woman every chance he get. That's just some old gender war ministry stuff that they picked up. Because like I said, they let me know that they was over there. Okay, because exposed TV, they would have told me that I never would have known. Okay, I don't know who they was over there, but now they don't. That sector got demolished. Okay, and now they over here. Okay, hey, Deanna, girl, I've been loving your videos. I've been in the clouds. Don't think I ain't been in the clouds. I just don't drop down sometimes because you gotta say hi to everybody. I can't focus on what you're saying because and I don't mind, but I don't like to type. I would just rather come up and say it. You know what I mean? And so yeah. But anyway, you got them, you got those people, right? And like I said, people like that, pizza, all the jigaboos, right? All these jigaboos. And I heard, also when I was over there on Rodney's, I heard Lady Sparkle. I think it's Sparkle Libra or something like that. She came up there to, said she came up there to, I guess find out what's going on. I guess you heard what that guy what's he call himself now, Candor guy, said about the chicken and all of this and all that. Then he said he was gonna drag the Candor guy, but first he said something very interesting. He said, I love our people, but blah blah blah. See, our people don't love you though. See, our people don't love you. See, that's a jigaboo mentality, right? And so you all know for years, same thing. I don't do the interlopers. I ain't never changed on it. I ain't changing on it now. Okay. And that's the reason why I don't like me. They don't like me. Okay. Ain't never changed on it. All right. Ain't gonna change now. Okay. That's why she might as well go to monetize her channel now. You right about that, Lillian. Because they ain't going Pizarro, they know it's you, girl. They know that big lip, duck face, bottle cap wearing, nappy headed, dingy, dusty looking heifer on that screen is you, honey. You might as well go on and monetize your channel now, okay? You ugly duckling. Okay. Mm. And why come your girl ain't swinging for you? Where is Brianna? She ain't got your back. Where is Nika? She ain't got your back. But you the guard dog, ain't you? You the first one come out to protect them. Why they gone silent? Honey, they done went dark on you, girl. They ain't saying nothing, girl. Ain't nobody helping you, girl. Ain't nobody protecting you from the rooftops, girl. What's going on? Where are your friends? Where is the trifecta? Why isn't the trifecta supporting you, Pizarro? Pizarro? You know, they probably feel like it's about time your people realize that that's your chicken head face in that picture anyway. They probably realize it too. But I don't know if Bree is liking it because she ain't got nothing to hold on your head once people realize that this picture that's been you all along, right? You can tell all the lies in the world, Pizarro. You can do all the hollering in the world, Pizarro. You can't use that Jason thing forever, Pizarro. Because like I said, a lot of us remember Marita did a deep dox on your butt. And I forgot about Five did it too. Okay. Why do you think everybody coming up with the same photos and stuff, honey? Because it's you. Okay? Uh-huh. But like I said, you and Rodney-Nocchio over there is one and the same. You ain't nothing but a jigaboo. Same as Umar Johnson and all of the rest of them. Okay. Same as that dude that did the closing prayer at 47 swearing in. Total jigaboo. Total. It was embarrassing. I don't know if y'all seen that pastor from Detroit and his closing prayer around there to the inauguration to Trump swearing in. I was like, he is shucking and jiving to a whole new level. There was even the Anglos was even laughing at him in the background. I was like, oh, you did too much. Even the head Anglo in charge, what's his name? I forgot his name, but anyway, he even said the prayer was disgraceful. What is his name? He just got out of jail. He worked with Trump. Steve Bannon. He even said that prayer was disgraceful. It was now you was bad. You know it's bad. Woo, child. When the Anglos know you making a fool out of yourself, I'm like, baby, this look, that is not gonna get you no meritorious manumission badge, right, honey? You just a plum fool. Okay. I was like, Lord have mercy. But anyway, with all the things going on in this country right now, I want to shine the light on black folks, right? Because we know what 47 is doing, right? But you also got to call out your own, right? You also got to call out your own, especially these black men, gay or straight, right? That don't like your hate for the black woman is so strong. You backed Trump, right? You've been talking about and degrading verbal, online launching this verbal gender war against black women for over a decade online. Like I said, you teach people how to treat you, right? See, Malcolm X, the things that Malcolm X taught us back in the day are still relevant today. Right to this day, those things are still coming true. What did he say? The most unprotected woman in America, not only in America, in the world, is the black woman. Okay? Is the black woman. Why? Why is she the most unprotected? Because of the black men in the community, right? So they want to stand behind the black woman, but because they've allowed themselves to be emasculated by the system, they want to be mad at the black woman. Still mad at the black woman right to this day. Y'all saw what Talon just said today. You're mad at the wrong thing. Be mad at yourself. Because like I said, you treat people how to teach you in your community. Okay? So you got a whole black manosphere over there, right? Trying to tear down the black woman, right? Then you got all this stuff that's going on right now. You had all these black men supporting MAGA, right? And now he done rolled back 60 years of progress. Okay? But who they still mad at? The black woman. Hey, soul sister. Hey, Hustle J. Who they still mad at? The black woman. Okay? And you got these jigaboo heifers over here still uplifting them, still trying to coddle them. Do you see what I'm saying? Still so emasculated, they don't know how to protect themselves. Okay? Don't know how to protect themselves. Don't even know how to, we've been talking about for a couple of days, or well, since yesterday, Trump signed that executive order, to get rid of 60 years of civil rights, right? The DEI, he wants to get rid of that. Got rid of it, right? Knowing the hope, what they're trying to do is dismantle the Constitution of the United States of America a little bit at a time, right? But they feel justified and emboldened. Why? Because black men have never led this black community, not since the days of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. See, they systematically got rid of the black leaders of then, and because now all you have is a generation full of emasculated black men. Okay, that's all you have that want to be mad at the black woman for what? It ain't our fault that you allowed the system to emasculate you. So not only did he get rid of the DEI, right? He want to get rid of something that Clinton did, right? He wants to get rid of environmental justice, right? So why do I talk about environmental justice? Now the United States is no longer part of the World Health Organization. He wants to get rid of the Environmental Protection Agency. But when it comes to environmental justice, right? So what that means is he can no longer have to be worried about bringing clean water to poor communities, right? Your communities, if you live in a poor community, they are no longer going to be worried about you having any kind of clean water or anything like that. They can dump a chemical waste or any kind of waste in your community, right? Because you have no environmental protection, right? So see, food stamps ain't the only thing you got to worry about, okay? They want to do stuff like this too. Okay, I'm disagreeing with the propaganda. The second highest group at 79% that voted for Harris. Is black men and Latinos and Asians, especially Indians and Arabs, were the ones supporting Trump. Like I said, it's a large amount of black. I don't care if it was 2 black men. I'm talking about the black community. I'm not talking about, no, I'm talking about us. I'm talking about us destroying us. Moreover, black men, because they are supposed to be the leaders of this community, like every other community. See, now when it comes to the DEI, and in the civil rights movement, we know that when it came to equity and inclusion, right? That benefited the Anglo woman more than it did even us, melanated women or people of color, right? Melanated men, when it comes especially to the workplace. Have you guys ever heard of medical apartheid? It also made it so that Anglo women could get a fairer shake when it comes to industry and jobs, especially the white collar world, right? So they benefited more, right? So they've already gotten rid of abortion, right? You don't have a right to your own body. That was what they did. Really, they weren't worried about us having babies. They was worried about the Anglo woman. Okay. Now, see, we are rolling back in time. We are going backwards instead of forwards, because he's making America great again, right? Mm. And these black men are helping it, right? That's right. The woman suffrage movement. If you know your history, they didn't have rights as well. Voting rights. They couldn't even, if they were allowed by their husbands to get a job, they couldn't own land. They couldn't own their own monies. Like I said, if he allowed them to have a job, something like that, their monies went to the husband. Demographically, even if black person voted for Harris, it wouldn't have helped. We are less. See, look, I'm not even talking about. We're beyond that. We're not even talking about Harris. She out of the White House. Biden out of the White House. I don't see why y'all still talking about Kamala Harris or Biden, because that is a day of old. We're talking about moving forward. What's going on right now? Harris is done and over with, as well as Biden. We talking about what he's doing. How he's trying to dismantle the government. If you was listening to me, I think yesterday or the day before, I talked about that Jenga game, right? And when it comes to Jenga, it's kind of like what's going on with our United States government right now, right? When you playing Jenga, you know that if you pull one or two blocks, off the foundation, the whole thing is going to crumble and you're going to lose the game, right? So they moving these cogs out of place, right? And then after a while, our whole system, right? The way this country runs is going to be dismantled. And that's what they're wanting. No, we did not do our best. I disagree. Nope. I'm not putting it, I'm mostly putting it on the black man's shoulders. Yes, I am. Not all black men. Not all black men. Let me preface that. I didn't mean all black men. I meant dysfunctional black men that hate and bash black women, that refuse to lead their community because they have been emasculated, and they want to blame the black woman because they have been emasculated, but it's not our fault. They want to take it out on us because they are afraid to take it out on those that truly emasculated them, that they allowed to emasculate them. Okay? Now we're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. And it is their fault. Because if you can't lead your own community, these are the things that happen. Like I said, what Dr. King and Malcolm X, the things that they were talking about then, are still relevant right to this day. Right to this day, they're still relevant. Okay? I don't know why they're still talking about Biden either. I don't know why. Why? For what? Those are days of old, right? Okay? So these very same black men that were in had such strong showing and jigabooing and showing out, and some black women, but moreover black men, those very black men, now when they start coming down on your head and treat you like this again, right? And not allowing you to work, wanting to put you in your place, quote unquote, in your place, which is they done got rid of the Hispanics and the immigrants. Okay. So now they don't want to give you any high paying jobs anymore, which is going to destroy your community, finish off your community even further, right? Because they want to now why don't black people realize that they have forever used us as pawns in this country? First, it was chattel slavery, right? Now we know that it's work, right? We know that it's capitalism at its best. It was free labor at first. So Lincoln, he said, well, let me go on and free the slaves, and we're gonna push them up towards north because we need them to work in these factories, right? Via the Iron Age, right? So we still going, you can still treat them any kind of way, but we got to pay them a little something for their labor, right? Because they need to migrate, all right? Now, we was talking about we was going to give them 40 acres and a mule, but we know that wasn't a lie. It was just to get them up out of where they were, right? To move them north, right? And move them out west, right? That's why you had black people migrating to places like Wyoming and Oklahoma and California in search of them 40 acres and a mule, right? As long as they weren't working in them cotton fields no more, as long as they wasn't sharecropping. Some of them were, but a lot of them weren't. A lot of them weren't, right? You know? But they wanna treat you like this, black man, and you good with it, because you don't mind bending over, do you? Huh? You burn down your own community because you allow them to emasculate you and you want to take it out on a black woman. Okay? See, sometimes you got to tell the truth and shame the devil. That's just like if you ever been in couples therapy, right? and you into it with your husband so bad that y'all done had to go to therapy. I have twice, right? The first thing that the therapist is going to ask you, what part did you have to play in this mess of a relationship? What part you so busy blaming him? What part did you play in it, right? And the first time I heard it, I was taken aback because I was like, well, because I'm on my high horse, I ain't played no part in it. Come to find out, I played every part in it. When I started telling the truth to myself, don't be fooled by our supposed liberation. If the Industrial Revolution didn't happen to be so efficient, we still be enslaved. Lincoln hated it. Ain't that what I just said? Did I not just say that? Are you not paying attention? This was also a part of the Indian Removal Act. That was also a part of it. What was also a part of the Indian Removal Act in particular? I'm not even worried about that. I'm talking about black people. I don't care. I don't. I don't. Like I said, I'm black first. I don't get it confused. So anyway, where was I? Okay. So like I said, you don't mind being bent over. You don't mind playing a part in destroying your own community as well as your equality, right? As well as your human right to survive, right? As well as being able to live peacefully where you want to live, work and honest work for honest pay. You don't mind none of that. Cause who you mad at? It ain't our fault. It ain't our fault that we backed Trump. It ain't our fault that we was behind him with these mega hats on and holding up these mega signs, and now he done did this to us. Cause we're emasculated and we was running scared, and we felt like if we jigaboo to the man hard enough, he would take pity on us and put us in a better position. Okay. But this is the position that he put you in. He set you back 60 years. Okay. On purpose. It don't matter how much you jigaboo and how much you lick they boots, they still are going to treat you the way that they want to treat you. Okay? Because they don't consider you to be equal to their masculinity because you can't even protect your own community. Okay? Mm. It is gender now, right? I mean, he spent. It ain't even no secret. We know what's coming down the pike. We have a lot of us are very familiar with Project 2025. He is going by the playbook. This is Mein Kampf. This is Nazism 2.0. That Project 25 is very reminiscent of Mein Kampf. And I'm so country. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, right? At its finest. America's version of the Nazi. Okay. Now we seen what Elon Musk did, which is not even an American. We saw him Zeke Heil, up there, and the people were talking about it and all this and all of that. Well, I got a picture of that too. We saw what he did, you know. But this man right here said, I know exactly what he did, right? Senator Wyden reacts to the gesture by Elon Musk. He said, quote, I know exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, because he said he a son of a Jewish refugee that fled the Nazis. I know exactly what I'm looking at, right? So black people, do you know what you're looking at? Huh? Huh? You're going to still be supporting Trump, those that are supporting him, right? When he start packing you in trains, freight trains, and carting you off to work camps or these whatever the version of the modern day concentration camp is, and burning you in ovens or whatever, right? But you still gonna be blaming the black woman, right? Because you failed to protect your own community, your own best interest. Okay? It's people, men like talent. And all the ones over here, I think I was over in Jay Wilson's class last night when they're moving not even to a new world order, a one world order. So you're right about that, Bush baby. They're moving towards a one world order. They've already got a one world banking system established, but they haven't worked, but it's still a power struggle going on, right? Look at the hate on his face. Right. MAGA ended up with South African president who said the child. Okay. So why am I talking about this? Right? I'm talking about this because there is a lot of negative energy going on, right? And we can see a microcosm of that in the beef sector, right? Because it's predominantly a black woman and gay black man, right? So people don't know where to place their anger. They can feel it. They might not exactly know what's going on, but they can sense. Okay, our souls can sense there is something going on. Okay, there is something real bad happening right now in this country. Okay, you can sense it. Bad things are on the horizon, right? You might not know exactly what it is, but you can sense it. You can feel it, right? And you don't know how to channel it. So you thinking, okay, so I'm extra mad at somebody I'm into it with online, or I'm that's right, and we ought to go, or I'm extra mad at my neighbor or whatever. But I don't know why I am, but I am. I feel like it's something creepy going on. I don't feel right. Why am I so upset? It is because we are about to have to deal with Jim Crow 2.0. Now for somebody like me, I done lived my life, and what upsets me, you know, and what's get my juices flowing is the younger people in my family. I didn't ever think that the younger people in my family was going to have to go through something like this, right? So that's what's keeping me up at night. Me, I'm gonna be okay. I done lived my whole life. We'll have to without having to deal, up front with racism and racial inequality, inequality when it comes to your job. You know what I mean? You get to little microaggressions, but overall, you can move past that. You know how to maneuver through that, right? But this is a different time. I have never been an adult civil rights amendment era, right? So even I don't. I mean, I got a general idea, because like I said, if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. So yeah, so now we're fixed to repeat it, right? Because see, a lot of what melanated people, I've started to realize that before these Anglos lose control of this country, they'll burn it to the ground. Okay? They got scared because it was too many people of color, right? Too many black and brown people. The populations is growing, and they want to tell you that you just 14%. The blacks are just 14%. Is in this country, and all of that's a lie. Why do you think they try to abolish abortion? Like I said, they want for melanated people. They don't care if you have babies or not. They want to up their numbers. Okay, it's about survival. Survival of the fittest, right? At the end of the day. But when you get these people like these jigaboos, not understanding what's really going on, and hollering, I love everybody. Okay? And you get them cool with dealing with them as long as it's benefiting them, you still teaching these people how to treat you. That's what you're doing. Okay? So the next time you see something like a King Tulsa or a Rodney-Divo or over a talent and all of these he-man black woman haters, you really need to step back and take a look at them, okay? Because it's very disgusting, right? Now I'm not. I can't even speak to Rock. I would never be a Cynthia G. and speak derogatory about black men individually, right? But collectively, for the most part, yes, they would rather wear a dress and bend over than fight the system, fight for their community. They would better put on a wig and makeup and sound like King Tulsa over there talking about something. He got kids, which he don't, and he got a vajayjay, and he giving his backside a rest because he using his vajayjay and all of this and all that. I'm thinking, really? Looking like a strong-bodied man over there, a skinny man over there with bad underarm hairs, talking to a woman that's had a child about his imaginary the JJ as opposed to hers. Okay, okay. All I know is we not built to fight like they did during the civil rights. Now our people are not. Well. Now see, here's the thing. I have to disagree with that because when it comes to women, we have never not fought. That's all we know. Why you think they mad at us? Huh? They are afraid to step up. Not all of them. Not all of them, because there are some good black men that when the time comes, they are going to step up. Okay? Chapter 20, Rule 60. Here's the civil rights. Who signing up? Who signing up to get them rights back? Well, now see, here's the thing about that. Once you abolish something like that, that is a day of old. So I probably won't even be alive when the next 60 years rolls around, when you get some folks in here. Because Trump, he is all into oligarchy, right? He wants to be the last president of the United States. He wants this country to turn into Russia, right? He wants to be Vladimir Putin. That is one of his, he's a fan of Putin, just like he's a fan of Hitler, okay? He wants to be the last king of the United States of America. Even though when the founding fathers they came over here to flee from kings and queens and all of that monarchy, oligarchy, or oligarchical stuff going on. Because why? Because they couldn't come up. Because the oligarchs and the rich folks, the elites, had to keep them underfoot. That's why they crossed the water and came over here, right? But then they turned around and did the same efforty, started doing the same efforty that was done to them. You see how that worked? Agreements, but my worries are not Trump. It's his base. I mean, even if he ain't there, the plan has been put into motion. He's simply the figurehead. He drunk on power right now. He don't even know what he's signing and what the ramifications are. He number one, he don't care. Number two, he drunk on power. Number three, he's a xenophobic asshole. Okay? And number four, he think he gonna be a Hitler or Putin or somebody like that. Those are his goals in life, right? But whether he's still around or not, these things that he's doing right now, they are going to bring disastrous consequences, not only for the black community, for every community, including the Anglo community. Okay, the average everyday Anglo. Okay, that it just don't, when you do stuff like it just don't affect one community. But they don't realize that, right? So it's happened to them before, just like it happened to us before. It's happening to them again. They still don't realize it because what they say, as long as you can get poor Anglos to think that they are better than the richest melanated persons, then they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Why you think he done put a freeze on the federal jobs? Who do you think he want to fire from these positions? Because they benefited from the DEI and it wasn't fair. So I'm going to put them on paid leave first so we can whittle them out. And then the plan is via 2025 is to replace them with the Anglos, giving them these jobs, right? Because like I said, it was all spelled out in Project 2025, right? So whether yeah, he don't fool his son. I know about that. About Putin is Jinping and laugh. Absolutely, the whole world is laughing at this country. Okay, because like I said, I've been saying it for a couple of days now. We know we've seen every great empire fall. How does it fall? It implodes on itself. It destroys itself. Okay, and that's what's going on right now. I just didn't think I was gonna live to see it, but that's what's happening right now. Mhm. But as far as this community goes, it's been destroyed because the ones that were supposed to lead this community got scared, got tired of fighting, didn't care no more, put their heads in the sand, put on dresses, and all of this and all that other stuff. Okay? Channeling that anger and that bad energy towards the wrong person, the wrong people, which was the black woman, right? So not only do you got to carry these Anglos on your back because you a hard worker and you do what you got to do, you've been carrying these emasculated black men on your back, and but they mad at you for it. Okay, that back ain't your back ain't comfortable enough for them. They get jealous of you, even though you carrying them on your back. And they got hate for you and spite for you because they can't be strong enough and do what it is that they are supposed to do, and which is lead. Okay, so the next time they start talking about you and you start trying to nigga explain it away from them, like the ones like Rodney and Mr. Tulsa over there and all the rest of them, think about that. Okay, while you see them jigabooing around here, it's just a microcosm. The Rodneys, the pizzas, the Mr. Tulsas, the whoever else. That's just a microcosm. It's worse in the world. But black folks love escapism, right? So I mean, all the hell and all the trauma that's in our DNA, of course you're gonna resort to escapism, right? But when it comes to survival, you got to get your head out of the sand. Okay? You got to take the virtual goggles off and start realizing what's going on. But see, I had these discussions. I had these discussions long ago. I got tired of talking about it. I said, let me come over here and be sect. And I used to even talk about it over here. If you go down and look at some of my older videos, but after a while, I stopped talking about it. Okay, especially when they start thinking it was a read on me being black first. How's that a read? Because every other community is them first. They are Asian first. They are Hispanic or Latino first, right? They are white first. But black folks, we can't be black folks because we got to love everybody. Okay? Okay? I'm sure if it worked in the last 2 days. Yeah, because they went back across the border. They went back across the border. They ain't waiting for ICE to come and pick them up and imprison them. Because, see, now also here's the thing, too, what people don't understand. Even when it comes to the prison industrial complex, right? Now, where I live in the state of Tennessee, we have a paid-for prison industrial complex, right? So they have to have a quota in these prisons, right, to get, so these prisons, these private prisons, pay the state, right, for the inmate, right? So for every inmate in that prison, the state gets paid for it, right? So with all of this stuff rolling back, Jim Crow 2.0, right? I'm thinking the amount of people in these prisons is going to double, right? Because you have no more protections. Not even if you're a criminal do you have protections, right? So they even making profit off of you when you commit a crime, or they say you commit a crime, so they can put you in this paid for prison. They get money off your head. You back on the plantation, okay? You just a number, okay? You worried about the wrong thing, talent. While you worried about calling a black woman a B, you need to worry about what's gonna happen to. Cause now they say you a big old black man, a room shaker, right? They fear big old black men. So if you are as big and tall as they say you are, as next them say you are, honey, you in danger. You got a big old target on your back, boo. Okay? While you worry about black women, be mad at the right person, right? Be mad at yourself for allowing the system to emasculate you. Okay? Be mad at yourself, for placing your anger on the back of the wrong person, which is the black woman. Okay? Be mad at yourself for being afraid to lead your community, which is in part the reason why you, not just you, but all of the rest of them like you, these ministry-minded, he-man, woman-hating black men, afraid to lead your community, right? But you want you want to shuck and jive and jigaboo for somebody like 47, thinking it's going to save you, okay, when it's not, all right? They don't respect people like that. Okay? They think you a clown. We saw Snoop Dogg up there clowning. And who Nelly and Big Rick Ross and all of them, because they think they in survival mode. Okay? They see people like that as traitors. They off them first. You'll be the first one on the train going to the concentration camp. Okay? Because they said if they can't trust you, because you didn't even protect your own people, so they don't trust you. Because that means you turn on your own people that they thinking in their mind, well, shoot, you will turn on us too, so we might as well go and get rid of you. Okay? See, that's how that works. It ain't much shucking and jiving in the world. They don't get rid of you first. They got more respect for somebody that say that they are black first. They benefit. They fight for their own community first, right? They got more respect. That's why they had a fit. They had a problem with that term woke, right? Because they don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to take the shackles off your mind. Okay, that's what they don't want. You know why? Because they fear retribution. That's the reason why. But I don't know why they fear retribution. Really, it ain't nothing but excuse, and I don't even think they fear that much. They just want any excuse to start being wicked again. That's all. Why they think they didn't mind getting that oath keepers guy out of prison, and that one from the Proud Boys. Okay, even though how they disrupted and committed treason. Okay, on January 6th. And what this 47 called him, he called them the January 6th hostages. Okay? You know why? Because that's the modern day patty roller, right? Trump don't even, not only does he not respect the military, in my opinion, he does not respect the boys in blue, in my opinion, either. All right? That's right. Those days are gone, Bush baby. We don't have any modern day Fred Hamptons or Huey P. Newtons or MLKs or Malcolm X's, okay? Or Bobby Seals. Now, I hope that now I have heard a lot of black men, a lot of them online, speaking true facts, okay? So, but there are more black men online jigabooing, okay, and samboing, right? So, hopefully, you know, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. But anyway, he don't even respect the boys in blue. He would rather have the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers be his police force, be his patty rollers, okay? Be his lynch mob. He prefer to have them to do something like that, right? Now take note. And there's another reason why I don't. Anglos, Asians, Hispanics can hate each other and get on cold for the main goal, but it's always Negroes out here clowning um on our backs. They gotta go. I mean, where they gonna go? Nobody else don't want them. They get on cold amongst themselves. The Anglos don't like nobody. They don't like the Asians. They don't like the Hispanics either. They are only for themselves. And the Anglos In this day and age, they ain't linking up with no Asians or no Hispanics. They ain't getting on code. They might be getting on code within their own communities, which we don't do, but they ain't getting on code with them Anglos. That's what's not gonna happen. It's every man or woman for itself. Y'all better learn how to move. You better learn how to put on your mask and learn how to maneuver. That's what you need to learn how to do. But why you running around here talking about I love everybody? Everybody don't love you. Mm-hmm. You mean individually they are on code in their own community separately? I can agree with that. But they are not all working together. Okay? They are not working together. You hear very few Asian Americans, speaking on, American politics, because they say they got their own police force, in their little area. Was it Chinatown down there, as well as the Jewish community? They segregate themselves. But see, when it comes to black people, in retrospect, and I think even Dr. King would agree that we should have been fighting for separate but equal, right? But even if we won separate but equal, even if we won that human right, they still would not let us be in peace, right? You know why? Because they need our labor to stabilize this country, to stabilize capitalism. It's the same thing. That's why you will never hear a serious talk about reparations. Okay? Because your work and the fact that you get the black dollars, your black dollars don't circulate in your own community like they do in the Asian community, right? Or the Jewish community. Your black dollars, they pay you, and your black dollars goes right back into their communities. Okay, it bolsters their capitalism, right? So you working for goods and services and to get what you need and to survive, but you're getting those survival tools. You're having to purchase those survival tools with the monies that they paid you for working for them in the first place. So it's circulating in their community. It's not circulating in your community at all. Now, the reason why they won't never let you be separate but equal and just leave you alone, we have history has even showed us an example of that. Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black folks living in their own little community, minding their own business. Money circulating in in their own community. They got their own economic system going on. Black folks surviving, not only surviving, but thriving in their own community. Got everything the Anglo community got. What the Anglos feel away about it, they want to come over there. Now you separate, you minding your own business. And start up a lie saying a black man did something wrong to an Anglo woman. So that gives them the right to bomb your whole community, destroy it, your whole community. They had to come up with some kind of lie. It ain't the first time black people start buying too much land. So what did they do? They started something called the Red Summer. Okay? They was stealing people's land, taking your land from you. Okay, giving you hours to get your family off that land before they kill you and take your land anyway. So if you okay, so you left the land, you never could come back to it because they done sold it to somebody else. They done stole it to you, stole it from you, and sold it to an Anglo. You see how that works? So they won't allow you to be even separate but equal, which is what Malcolm X wanted. They won't even allow you to do that. They won't even. There's even a microcosm of that going on, an example of that going on in this sector over here. You got Anglos from across the pond hitting your links over here in this predominantly female, predominantly female and black gay male sector over here. Anglos coming from across the pond, breaking their neck. Not just from across the pond, from over here too in this sector to call you the N-word, to talk down on you, to invade your space. For what? What is you interloping for? Ain't nobody over there interloping in your space. I'd have been over there at several of those spaces in the clouds. You don't see them melanated people over there on their panels and dropping down in their chats. You see a couple of them, especially the Jigaboos, but you don't see them over there trying to counter their arguments or trying to call them names or stereotype them. You don't see that, no. But they come over here and do it. And then the sad thing is, a lot of the times it's accepted. Pizza, Rodney, okay? No, they're not working together. Them immigrant groups pissed about DEI because they benefited the most. They thought the racism was just, I don't know why they thought that. Anglo women benefited from it more than black people did. You know, because like I said, they want to quote unquote put you in your place. So not only did Trump, dismantle the DEI, right? He said that if you are in the private sector and you own a business, okay, and if you are still practicing fair and equal hiring practices, and they hear about it, that if somebody reports you about trying to be as fair as you can and equitable, and inclusive as you can, they're going to investigate your company. So you better get on board. Okay. Now, if that ain't some Nazi bull crap, I don't know what is. Okay. But see, a whole bunch of black people is finna get a whole education around here, right? And another thing, the reason why they want to get rid of the Department of Education is because and institute this voucher system, right? Well, we know that overwhelmingly, the Anglos are going to be getting these vouchers for these schools, right? You know why they want to do that? It's called segregation. It's called they want to resegregate the school system, right? Now, cause I don't know if you know your history, but back in the day, you had the little black schools, right? You had the little white schools, and we know that when it came to the black schools, the students had the older books, and they didn't have the materials that they needed, to learn. But those black teachers made do, right? And made do because these kids are smart and they're gonna make it happen. So they go on to the HBCUs, right? And get their education anyway, by any means necessary. Right? Whether you have the proper tools or not. Still make it. Right? But when they introduced it, they want to get rid of, like I said, the Department of Education, right? And start doing this voucher system and stop giving so much monies to public schools. They're doing that for a reason. They're trying to resegregate the school system. That's all. Pay attention. They think it's going to dumb down your melanated children. It's not. It's happened before. So that's why they want to do that. That's in Project 2025 as well. But see, the thing is, the school system has already dumbed down the public school system. Has already dumbed down a lot of melanated people, in particular, to the point to where they don't even know nothing about their own self. Okay, and then because black people don't want to talk about these sorts of things within the family, because we love everybody. Okay, they don't want to tell you the truth. I had to move because they don't want to deal with it. Okay, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing unless you decide to search your history your own self. Cause it's all on the internet. What they say about black folks? If you want to hide something from a black person, do what? Put it in the book. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, okay. True. 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 But I'm gonna give you some homework before I get off of here, right? Uh, I don't know if you ever heard of the ISIS papers by Dr. Francis Quest Welsing. Read that book. Get you some info out for that book. I think it's online for free. You don't even have to buy it. It's called the ISIS paper, right? Very interesting. Medical apartheid. I forget the lady's name that wrote that. Get into that. The autobiography, the autobiography of Malcolm X is told by Alex Haley. Get into that. Dr. Joy DeGruy, post traumatic slave syndrome. Online. Get into that. That's just a little light reading. That's just a little homework. Okay. See, I talked about all these things. Didn't nobody want to hear it, just like don't nobody really want to hear it now. Okay, because some people don't believe boo-boo stink until they walk up on it. You just can't tell me that it's stinking. I'm gonna stay away from it. Some folks gotta walk up on it. I ain't gotta walk up on it. I'm one of these person. I'm the type of person that don't have to walk into a brick wall to know that it's gonna hurt me if I walk into a brick wall. All I gotta do is see you walk into a brick wall, and I know I'm not gonna follow behind you because it's gonna hurt, and I don't want to be hurt like you. Okay? Uh-huh. Ain't nobody thinking about Yvette Cornell. She right up there with Umar Johnson and all the rest of them I mentioned. Why do you call Alex Haley trash? Because he lied when he said that the Roots was actual account of his family. What he really didn't even necessarily, he didn't lie all the way because there was some truth in the lie of that book, but he exaggerated. That's what he did. That's what he did. Hmm. So that's just a little light reading, right? So I'm going to be like Tasha K. I am not going to fall back down this road. I get a good kick out of hearing these conversations that I've been hearing the last couple of days over here, right? Because, see, I think I'm the wrong messenger. Maybe that's what the deal is. I don't know. I don't know. But even if you don't want to listen to it and you ain't interested and you just come online to escape, because, like I said, sometimes the brain needs to escape, okay, the realities of situations, right? But you don't need to escape to the point to where you willfully ignorant, right? You so ignorant that you're gonna let something happen to you, right? You don't need to be ignorant to the point to where you want to blame the melanated woman because you've allowed the system to emasculate you. You're mad at the wrong person. You're worried about the wrong thing. Okay. That's my opinion on it. But anyway, I gave you guys a little light reading. Check out that info. A little baseline where to start. Who knows where it's going to lead you if you're actually interested in your history and you don't know a lot about it for whatever reason. Like I said, check out the ISIS papers. Check out Dr. Joy DeGruy, post-traumatic slave disorder or syndrome, what you call it. Check out the teachings of Malcolm X, even Dr. King. Check out his teachings, his nonviolent teachings. Because see, when he was preaching and exercising nonviolence to get what he needed, it was absolutely appropriate at the time. He had to be nonviolent. They wanted those riots to turn violent to the point to where they were the ones that were violent, not us, them. All that wickedness, putting them dogs on you and them water hoses on your ancestors and all of this and all that, because they wanted to be treated equally and humanely. Okay? They did that to you, burning all them crosses and stuff and lynching your ancestors. They did that to you. You did not do that to them. So there was a reason. People speak real crazy about Dr. King and his nonviolent movement. It was absolutely appropriate. Okay? That's why even Dr. King had to admit that his dream turned into a nightmare. But even then, but the reason why he took him out is because they launched the Poor People's Campaign. Okay? He went from wanting to deal with racism to dealing with the real issue, which is classism. Oh, he had to go then. Okay? They had to go on and get rid of, in my opinion, Malcolm X, because he absolutely was not going to stand down. I've listened to an interview when he was doing a broadcast interview, and he said he feel like he'd been dead for 20 years. But I mean, he's still walking. He's not gone at this point in time. But he said he felt like he had been dead for 20 years. Him and Malcolm, him and Martin knew that they were going to be martyred. He knew that the government was going to get them. They knew. But even then, they didn't stand down. They kept on. They kept on. They did not stand down. They know that they was going to take them out eventually. Shoot, they even took out Tupac because of his legacy, and it sounds crazy. But if you are know anything about what he was really talking about, he was legacy from the Black Panther. His mama was a Phoenix Shakur, a Black Panther. So was his father. So they was afraid of him. And I'm still gonna say he was taken out because of that. Not some kind of beef, some kind of rap beef. No, it was deeper than that. In my opinion, that's my theory. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But you had some Jigaboos. Now, both of them Jigaboos is locked up now, creating chaos. Shucking and jiving, killing off their own people. Suge Knight, Diddy, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly. Okay? Doing all this stuff, stirring up all this trouble. So they can stay out of harm's way. But see, when they get tired of dealing with you, they're gonna lock your ass up anyway, or put you under the dirt. Okay, and I agree with that, Cap. Cap said the new Jim Crow and they dream and they nightmare. Amen to that. I agree with that. Absolutely. Sure do. I absolutely agree with it. I sure do. So yeah. So I understand why people escape. I get it. You know what I mean? But don't escape in your real life to the point to where you can't protect yourself and you don't know what's going on in the world because it's real around here right now. You know, educate your mind. Take them shackles off your brain before you get caught up in something that you can't get out of. That's all I'm saying. You know, so you can dissect what I'm saying. You can make it. You can turn it into fodder and all of this and all that. And like I said, I don't even have these discussions on my channel no more. Everybody know I don't. If you've been around here for a while, I don't even go there no more. I let other people go there. Okay. You know why? Because I realize that no matter how much you say, some people have to experience it for themselves. Some people, my apologies, these are two books to check out. I know what you're talking about, CCN2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge it. My mind is I'm having 2 or 3 different conversations, Cap, in my mind at one time. Like you just, oh my God. So Cap wants y'all to check out the new Jim Crow. I call it Jim Crow 2.0. Okay, and a dream and a nightmare. That's some more reading for you. Okay. Like I said, I have 2 or 3 conversations in my mind at one time. Okay. It broke my heart to have a conversation with the teenagers in my family on the day that Trump had been inaugurated. It broke my heart to have to let the stuff come out of my mouth that came out of my mouth, right? So they have always known who they were, but I had to take it up a notch. It hurt my feelings to have to do that. It hurt my feelings for the young people. Like I said, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about them. They should not have to go through this type of America. This is not right. It's not right. It is not cool at all. And I can't say it's not fair because we know life ain't fair, but this right here, this is extra. This is uncalled for. This absolutely didn't have to be. It just don't make no sense. But see, it's also, if you know your Bible, everything that we're going through now is still already just spelled out in the book of Revelations. Like I said, that's a conversation for another day. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not going to be on here this long. But I really had to come and talk to y'all about that, right? Because we had a perfect example. Yeah, thank you, Cap. We had a perfect example. You know, a couple of good examples that I want to springboard from, which was ugly, troll want to be very sensitive, Pizarro, and it also very sensitive, Rod-nocchio over there. Okay. You know, this nonsense, just hypocritical nonsense. Okay. Just worried about the wrong thing. All right. Can't even properly deal with escapism. Gotta be all extra for no reason. Extra the wrong way. Okay? Mad at the wrong people. Be mad at yourself. Okay? The hell? But anyway, y'all. Oh, we was talking about beef on another level today, right? I hope y'all liked my video. I don't even know how many likes I got, if any at all. But please hit the like button if you haven't hit it already, child. I forgot to say that. And also check out my product tag bag. You're gonna get a good little kiki off of it, okay? Check out my product tag bag. When I when I put these products in my product tag bag cap, I was thinking about Demetra Soul. They go her intro, 100% pure beef. Woo! She said she 100% pure beef, born and bred. You heard what I said, okay? That is the reason why I put 100% beef in my product tag bag today. Y'all gotta check it out. You're gonna get a good little kiki out of it, okay? Cap, go look at my product tag bag real fast so I get off here and tell me what you think about it. All you gotta do is exit out the chat and the products will come up. If you see them, tell me what you think about it, Cap, if you still in here, or anybody for that reason. Okay? I said 100% pure beef. That's what we gonna talk about today. You heard what she said. Shout out to Demetra Lit All Day, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. But anyway, I know this was kind of deep. Like I said, I don't even talk about this stuff no more, and I won't. Okay? Because let me tell you something else. This is how deep it's gonna get when it comes to Trump's version of free speech, right? Now I seen this. Let me show y'all this before I get off here. Going down my timeline, right? And it's from Tasha K, right? Now see, Tasha K been on here a long time, and she know what the deal is, right? So Tasha K says, you said the PSA, from the Office of the Wino, okay, Union, right? So she said, effective immediately across all my platforms, we will cease all content going forward that involves race, rage, baiting, content, race, race, baiting content, and politics, right? It causes us a people to divide, and the wino gang ain't ever dividing for no one, right? Child. She said we will only focus our efforts on relationships, a broad scope, business, and comedy. There are other platforms available that offer these types of genres, and it won't be ours. My team and I thank you for dedicated viewership and hope that we continue to sip wine and break bread together going forward, right? In other words, she gonna stick to pretty much her entertainment content. She not gonna talk about, no issues, about, the raggedy the raggedy political scape that's going on, on her channel, right? This was a conversation, Miss O and needed. Oh, thank you, so. So she's not going to be having these types of conversations, right? And honestly, I understand where she's coming from. I honestly do. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. Conversations like we had today, here in a minute, they are no longer going to be acceptable. They will not be monetized, okay, or anything like that, right? Now, this is going to be the future's version of free speech. Now, we know that free speech ain't free, okay? Just like we know that freedom ain't free, all right? Mm-hmm. So that's why she put this up on her community wall. She said, PSA, honey. All right. She said, I'm not talking about it at all. Not politics, not race, not none of that. We ain't doing it over here. Let somebody else platform do it, right? Because she know that if she speaks the truth about the current climate in her community, it's not going to be, acceptable content. All right. So that's why she was like, well, let me go on and nip this in the bud right now, honey. Okay? Let me go on and nip it in the bud right now. Let my people know that we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna let somebody else talk about it, right? We're gonna survive. We're gonna do a Snoop Dogg and Nelly. All right, that's what we're gonna do. All right. So, but that's honestly part of it. I don't even talk about it. It don't, and you know what? It ain't no need to martyr your channel for what? It's not gonna be appreciated. So I get where she coming from. She don't want to martyr her channel, and I get it. I really do get it. People don't listen anyway. You get a whole bunch of jigaboos around here. That's what you got for the most part. Willfully ignorant or just straight up chicken head ignorant. Okay, hate filled and vengeful, and gearing it towards the wrong people. So why martyr your spot? Why martyr your channel? It's not appreciated anyway, right? So she said, I'm just gonna stay in my own lane. If you want that kind of content, somebody go to somebody else. They help you out with it. But we ain't gonna be doing that over here. I ain't martyring my channel. That's what Tasha K was saying, right? But anyway, y'all, let me get off here. I didn't mean to be on here this long. But I really wanted to get that off my chest because I felt the way. I still feel the way about what's going on in this country, but I am going to start keeping it to myself, okay? You got somebody over here that doesn't mind having these conversations, that think that but they want to talk about these conversations as if you are a fifth grader, right, with visual aids, right? And so I'm going to let those types of channels that want to have these conversations over here handle that, okay? Now, as for me, I'm just going to continue to be lazy and petty and messy, okay? And do my commentary, all right? But now, if you want to hear me speak on these types of issues, go down to some of our videos to 2, 3, 4 years ago. Okay? The beef cap, did you see it? 100% per beef. You heard what Demetrius said. Duh, duh, duh. Oh, Cap. I got a good little kiki out of that. Y'all go check out my product tag bag there. You might find a sale on there. You might like it. Cap seen it. 100% per beef, Cap. 100% per beef, baby. Oh Lord. I said, Oh, I got a good little kiki. I was chuckling to myself about that, Cap. About today's product tag, man. Y'all really gotta check it out. Hey, and purchase something. Help your girl out. 100% per beef. Okay. Anyway, let me get my tail off of here. Try to find me something to fix for dinner. It's gonna be quick, whatever it is. Okay. I don't think we have no 100% beef tonight. I don't know. Because I ain't took nothing out the freezer. But anyway, I love you guys. Okay. Thanks for if you came in late, please be part of the replay gang. Okay, please like the video on your way out the door, child. Thanks for joining me. If you didn't agree with everything that I said, it is absolutely your right, and I respect it. But thank you for listening. Okay, and I hope that you will at least consider what it is that I said. You know, whether you agree or not. Thank you for listening. We are free thinkers around here. Okay, 100% per B. Cap. Cap caught that right there, right? But anyway, like I said, like, share, subscribe. Okay, I appreciate it. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. You guys be safe. Okay, be vigilant and stay prayed up. Okay, and because at the end of the day, it's gonna be all right. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.